review part 3. Now this is post boil. Um, I well, it only went through about a gallon, maybe 3/4 of a gallon of steam, and in doing that, my volumes and my grains and my points were all mixed up and mixed measured and what have you, and I got to get used to brewing with this device because it doesn't uh, boil off as much steam as you normally would if you didn't have a cover on top of the kettle. So right now I just sanitized my plate chiller, and I'm going to be running cold water through it and running it into the fermenter here. So I went through a lot of water. I went through probably about 10 gallons, maybe 12 gallons of water, and it's cold outside. It's probably about 45 degrees Fahrenheit. I mean, it's cool, and the groundwater coming in is pretty cool. The groundwater is probably at about 50 something odd degrees Fahrenheit. So I don't know if that's a factor in it. It might vary in the summer than it does in the winter. Um, but my points, I was about 10 points off. My uh, brewing software, is usually pretty accurate at a Beersmith, and it was calling for an original gravity about 1.071, and I ended up with 1.061. So I don't know. There's something to do with the volumes, and I think I might have collected too much wort, and wasn't able to boil off enough. Because usually I boil off about a gallon and a half, something like that, and this was about a 1 gallon boil off, and I collected less than I normally would, knowing that the Steam Slayer would not boil off as much steam as it normally would without the kettle on. You might hear that in the background. That's my brewing assistant today. She's not really helping me out here too much. She's she's just here while my wife goes to pick up my son from school. So she's only here for a few minutes. But anyways, that's my scoop on this. It's a pretty good device. It saved my garage from being clouded with all kinds of steam, and you don't want to have steam in your house. I did have to open this door. Like I said, it's cold, but it's not too cold, so it's not bad. But I just don't want to get the steam in this garage because there's drywall on the sides and what have you. So you don't want steam to ruin your furnishings and what have you. So overall, it's a good device, and I recommend it for 120 bucks. You really can't go wrong. I did have to drill a hole on the side of the kettle here towards the top, and then it just has a tri-clamp fitting. And Bobby sells everything that you need, and I highly recommend getting the drill bit that he sells. It's another 20 bucks or something like that to drill the hole, and it's not hard to do. It took me about 5 minutes, and that just clamps right on there like that. And you can see also, when you be very careful when you open this up, because the steam is extremely hot. This has been off for a while. There's no electricity going to it, and you could see. I mean, it gets very hot, and you could see the port there. I don't know if you could see inside. I'll post some pictures, but you could also see that the hops, it looks like it was just like boiled right out of this strainer. I don't know. Hopefully that doesn't clog up my my plate chiller. So we'll see what happens here. I'm gonna run this through the whirlpool and get it cooled down to a decent pitchable temperature, and we're gonna go from there. So thanks for watching, and if I think of anything else, I'll be sure to record it.